Hello everyone, this is Bipin Matthew. Welcome to another video. So in the past videos we have been discussing about the basics of stock market, wherein we have seen what are the basic things one should be aware of before getting into the stock market. Then how does the stock market functions? What are the different perspective of stock market, different categories of market, everything. Well, if you're watching this channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also, I have created a playlist called Basics of Stock Market, wherein I have added all the previous videos. I have given the link of the same in the description box as well as the I button. So do check it out, guys. It will be worth watching. Alright, now it's clear that if I want to buy a stock, either I can buy it from the primary market. That means at the time of issuance, I am buying it directly from the company. So this is not a regular day-to-day transaction, because only at the time of issuance of new shares or at the time of listing, then only I can buy it from the primary market. So on the other hand, what did I have? I can buy it from the stock exchange. That means I can buy it from the secondary market. So there I am buying the stock from another investor. So where this transaction is taking place? This is taking place in the stock exchange, which is the secondary market. So that's clear, I guess. So which are the two major stock exchanges in India? First one is Bombay Stock Exchange, then National Stock Exchange. So in this video, we are discussing about BSE, NSE, the stock exchange, what is an index or what is the need of an index, then Sensex, Nifty, importance and application of these indices, everything. So before we start, I think we are quite familiar about these two terms. First one is Nifty, then Sensex. Because whenever we are watching a business channel or reading a business newspaper, these terms will be making the headlines. It will be like Sensex surged 200 points or Nifty dropped 100 points, like that. There will be some linear graph along with a red or green arrow depending on the fall or rise. So that's it. Nifty is the index of National Stock Exchange. Similarly, Sensex is the index of Bombay Stock Exchange. It's as simple as that. So before getting into Nifty and Sensex, we have to understand what is NSE, what is BSE. So let's have a look at what is a stock exchange first of all. Alright, what is a stock exchange? A stock exchange or a stock market is a place where the shares of publicly listed companies are getting traded. That means what? You are buying and selling the shares in the stock exchange. So in India, there are two stock exchanges. The first one is Bombay Stock Exchange. Then comes National Stock Exchange. BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, is the Asia's very first stock exchange and India's largest stock exchange in terms of number of companies. More than 5,000 plus companies are listed in the BSE. So it was started earlier in 1875. Sensex is the index of Bombay Stock Exchange. That means Sensex represents Bombay Stock Exchange. You can call it like that. It is a benchmark index of Bombay Stock Exchange. So now coming to Nifty or NSE on the other hand. NSE was the first stock exchange in India to introduce electronic trading. So when BSE was started, the shares were traded in the physical form. Now what is happening? The all transactions are taking place in electronic form. So this was first introduced in India by NSE, and NSE was started in 1992, and now almost 1600 plus companies are listed in NSE. So Nifty is the index of National Stock Exchange or NSE. Alright, now let's see what is an index. See, there are thousands of companies listed on the stock exchange. This makes it almost impossible to monitor each company, then analyze each company's performance. This makes it really difficult. This is where index comes into picture. So index brings together a certain set of stocks, then regularly measures them, and it will provide you an update about the overall market performance. Simply, index indicates the market performance. By looking at an index, you can analyze whether the market is performing good or the economy is growing, like that. Alright, I hope it's clear for you. So we have been discussing about Sensex and Nifty. Now coming to Sensex. See, both these are indices that represent the stock market. So Bombay Stock Exchange is having its index, benchmark index, as Sensex. Similarly, benchmark index of National Stock Exchange or the NSE is Nifty. See, now let's understand how these are formed. BSE. So Sensex is coming from sensitive index. The Sensex was introduced in 1986. And how it is calculated? It is calculated by placing together all the top 30 actively traded stocks. See, the most actively traded 30 stocks of Bombay Stock Exchange are put together and given a proper weightage. And this is calculated by free float market capitalization method. So what do you mean by free float? So it is the proportion of shares that are readily available for trading. For a particular company, the proportion of shares that are readily available for trading indicates the free float market capitalization. So this does not include all the locked in stocks like the founders are holding, then the government is holding. So all the free float or the readily available stocks, this contributes to free float market capitalization. So both are calculated by almost on the same method. So let's see the performance of Sensex today. Today Sensex has gone up about 1%, almost 1%. There has an up move, so it has around 360 points higher. So today here we can see the chart as well as the high price, low price, and the average volume, everything. So all the details are available in this web page. I have given the link of this web page in the description box, so do check it out, guys. It will be useful for you. Now moving to the constituents, there is an option called constituents. Clicking on that, we'll be getting the top 30 stocks in Sensex. It's clear that the Sensex comprises 30 top performing stocks of BSE. Now let's see who are all the 30 stocks. I have given the link in the description box. Do check it out. Let's see what are the differences between Sensex and Nifty. So Nifty is derived from National Stock Exchange 50. So in Sensex, there was top 30 companies. In Nifty, there was the top outperforming 50 companies are put together to form Nifty. But remember, this is not fixed. If one company is not performing well, then they will be replaced with another company. So Nifty was introduced in 1996, comprising top 50 actively traded companies from National Stock Exchange. So that's why it is with the name Nifty 50. It is also known by CNX Nifty. So that's it, guys. I hope this is clear for you. So the main concept is overall market performance is determined by these two parameters, Nifty and Sensex. This directly tells you how the market is performing or how the particular stocks are performing, everything. So your economy or your growth in the economy is directly proportional to the market performance. So the market performing good means what? Every company's underlying companies are performing better. So the index factor of Nifty and Sensex. In Nifty, the index factor is base index value is 1000. That means it was started from 1000 onwards. You can simply understand it like that. So on the other hand, Sensex, it was started from the base index value is 100. That means it started from 100. So this is all about the indices. Now comes another question. Why indices are so important? What is the importance of these indices? See, the first point is sorting. Now let's see, there are thousands of companies listed on the stock exchange. But our concept is what? So we have to find the better companies and we have to invest in those companies and we have to make money. So that's our target. So how do you differentiate between all those thousands of companies and select 2 or 3 from it? This is the real question. Or how do you sort them out? This is where index comes into picture. Because all the companies and their shares are classified into indices based on, say, for example, parameters like market capital or size of the company, then industry or sector they belong to, all these things. For example, I can tell you Nifty Auto. Nifty Auto is an index that tells you the performance of automobile industry. Some best performing stocks in automobile industry are put together and given weightage to form Nifty Auto. Similarly, Nifty Bank will tell you the performance of banking sector or the financial sector. So the top performing banks are put together and given weightage and then calculated Nifty Bank. See, when the Nifty Bank is performing up means what? The bank stocks are increasing in value. Whenever the bank stocks are performing good, then only the Nifty Bank will increase, right? It's common sense. Here comes the second point, representation. So the NSE and BSE, these are the main stock exchanges in India. So Nifty and Sensex represents the benchmark index. That means they are representing the stock markets. If I want to learn how the stock market is performing in India, or I want to analyze the performance of stock exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange, I'll be looking into index only. I don't want to look into every stock and analyze how exactly it's functioning. So the one key parameter I'll be looking into is index only. An index tells you how your stock market is performing or how your economy is performing. Simply, the indices represent the overall market performance, or it tells you the health of the market. So the third point, this is really important, comparison. An index allows an investor to compare his performance against the market performance. See, I have heard about the stocks. I am holding it for a year, then I am selling. Imagine I obtained a profit of say 15%. So as an investor, I am happy because I have got 15% of return. But if I haven't invested in this stock exchange, or if I had invested in some other platform like FD, local bank deposits, then mutual funds, I won't be getting this much return. So maximum I will be receiving 10% return. Now I got 15% return. Now, as an investor, I should be aware whether my stock selection was right respect to the market. Index itself given a return of 20%. But what about my company? I got only 15%. That means what? Index outperformed me. That means I am an underperformer. My stock selection was not perfect according to the index standards. Because overall market was giving good performance. Now comes another case. Imagine I have got a return of say 25%. See, the index grown only 20%. That means overall market sentiments was good. So it was gone 20% up. But what happened to my stock? My stock has given me 25% return. Now I am an outperformer. Alright. Common sense, right? It's clear. So the concept is index is used as a benchmark to compare against. Whether I had made a good profit or whether I had outperformed or whether I am underperformed, all these things will be determined by comparing against index. Then comes another point. The last point is passive investment. See, a lot of people don't want to spend a lot of their time on stock market investments, but they want to make money, they want to invest in stock market, but they don't want to engage fully to stock market. Say really regularly tracking all the stocks, tracking all the movements. It makes quite tedious job, right? So they don't want to do. What they will do, they will choose a portfolio or they will choose stocks that closely resembles the index. Anyway, it's to sure that index will grow in future. Because when the market is functioning well, what will happen? Your stocks are also proportional to the index. So when the index is growing, your stocks also will grow. As simple as that. If you are not aware of all the technical things and fundamental things of the stock market, then you will be having a very good option like this. Do invest in index trades. Say Nifty will be contributed by 50 stocks. Sensex will be contributed by top 30 stocks. So invest in these stocks. This does not require that much calculation. So that's it, guys. I think it's clear for you. It's fair enough for the day. We understood what is an index or how does it represents, how does the calculation is taking place. So all these things reflect what? The market performance. So if you are staying up to the market, your index will grow, your stocks will grow, your growth also will be proportional to the market. Alright. So see you in another video. Till then, this is Bipin signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.